Today, we remember the Holocaust of the Sinti and Roma. Throughout Europe, 500,000 fell victim to the murderous policies of the National Socialists. Many more were forcibly sterilized. The genocide was a culmination of centuries of discrimination and persecution of a minority that had been living in Germany for 600 years. Prejudices against Sinti and Roma were and still are deeply rooted in our society. These prejudices were a fertile ground for the criminal policy of the National Socialists. Not only Nazis were responsible for the genocide, many ordinary Germans in state and church institutions were involved too. For the Nazis, Sinti and Roma, like Jews, were so-called alien races. They did not belong to the ethnically defined German people. They were the others, foreign agents, enemies. They were dehumanized and deprived of their rights, marginalized and persecuted. Immediately after the National Socialists came to power, Sinti and Roma were forced out of professional and public life. They were registered by German authorities who examined their hair color, took blood samples and drew up pedigrees. This was followed by deportation to ghettos and concentration camps, and finally murder in extermination camps such as Auschwitz. After the end of the Second World War, the German police continued to register and monitor Sinti and Roma, and they used the racist files of the Nazis. It took another 37 years after the end of the Second World War before the Federal Republic of Germany recognized the genocide of the Sinti and Roma, and it took another 30 years before a memorial was established to commemorate it. After the Second World War, the international community agreed to the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. It promises that dignity and rights of every individual count, anytime and everywhere. The German Basic Law echoes this promise. But still, Sinti and Roma experience massive discrimination in Germany. They are associated with criminality, they are insulted with the racist Z word and unlawfully deported. They are racially profiled by the police and they experience police violence frequently. In recent years, violence and hate speech against minorities increased and reaches alarming proportions in Germany. Once again, political actors try to divide our diverse society into us versus them. We need to confront this attempt. We must not allow these actors to dehumanize people, marginalize and deprive them of their rights. It's up to us, to all of us. We must live up the promise of universal human rights. That's our responsibility in contested times.